Hey guys, gonna show you around the Barefoot here real quick. Got it in the showroom, so pardon whatever noise you might hear in the background. One of my fellow sales guys over here, he's a little loud, but you know, we'll let him be. So on the outside, so here she is. She's all polished up and clean. Just got her in about 6 weeks ago, I think. We'll be getting another one in a few months. How you doing? Heck, very good, sir. How are you? Gonna step in a little bit closer and we'll take a little bit of a walk around the outside here. You can see we got the door propped open here and we got some traffic coming through. Hello.
Hi.
Good. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good. So coming back here, you can see you've actually got some little grip handles here. This thing is very light, so you can move it around pretty easily just with your hands and using just turning it around on the wheels. Back in here, you're going to have your cassette toilet. So if you guys have not seen a cassette toilet before, what it is, it's like just a little pull-out toilet. Well, this is basically like what your black tank is. And then rather than having to deal with the stinky slinky, you just simply pull this little guy out. So it's going to come out, and it really looks very much like, you know, a carry-on bag from like you would take on an airplane, except a lot nastier stuff on the inside typically. So has a little telescoping handle. Well, actually, this one doesn't telescope. On some of the other new camps, they telescope. So you fold that up, it's on wheels, and you just take it to where you need to go. You can even actually dump it straight into a toilet rather than having to wait in line at the dump station. And when you're all done, you just pick it up, and it slides right back in and clicks into place super easy. It's going to close up, and I don't have the keys in my hand right now, but this closes up and actually has a lock on it too. Moving over here, a couple of exterior windows, and then down here is going to be your Nautilus water management system. So there's nothing too complicated on the Barefoot here. So you've got only a couple different settings that you're going to need to use. This is a locking panel as well. And what actually happens is you're going to connect your city water up here, and you can run your hose right up through this right here. Pull up through there and then connect right in here for city water. And I actually got you guys a little connector that's going to make a right angle thing here to save your hose so it doesn't get bent up trying to get in through here. Got you guys some wheel chocks and some other good stuff too. This compartment does light up as well when you have it all plugged in. I actually don't have it plugged in at the moment. There's a light switch right there. And like I said, this is going to lock up too, so you can keep, no one can poison the water hole, so to speak. Aldi exhaust vent right here. The Aldi system is going to be your hot water and your hot water heater and your main source of heat. That's a hydronic heating system. It's also ducted all the way throughout the inside of your unit, so it's going to keep it nice and cool evenly front to back inside of your Barefoot. 30 amp power service right there. Right here is going to be your drain for your gray tank. So obviously, since you have a cassette toilet, you have no black tank. You're just going to drain from here. And then rather than using like a big old full size black tank dump, I got you guys a little cap on here that has a hose size screw on, and then you can just simply empty out your gray tank using a standard hose. That'll save you a lot of trouble. You know, a small garden style hose that you'll be able to hook up to this to drain your gray tank will save you a lot of space and storage purposes as well. And there's a great spot to store it up front here that I'll show you right now. So this is the front up here. It is a 2-inch ball, so keep that in mind. If you guys don't already have a 2-inch ball, then you'll need to get one. You can buy one here when you arrive, of course. This is your propane tank and your propane tank storage. 2 of the smaller tanks right here fits in nice and snug. Your spare tire is going to go in there as well. And then underneath of here is going to be some wet storage. You also got some holes drilled in it, you can see right there. So if you do end up putting like your gray water drain hose, you'll be able to store it in here quite conveniently, and any water is not going to sit in here stagnating. It'll drain out of there. You have a manual tongue jack, but this thing is so light it really doesn't take hardly any effort at all to crank it up. Coming back around here to this side, you got the nice beautiful Barefoot logo on there. You have some 110 power exterior there. And then this is my favorite feature right here. That means that it's sold, and that's me, Jackson. Gonna come on to the inside here. So right now we've got it, the bed separated in the standard entertainment seating mode. It's very, very easy to pull your bed out and get it all together. These, you can see underneath of here, it's just gonna slide out, and then you can either bring your cushions over from the outside, or you can squish the other ones in. This is a little difficult with one hand, so pardon me while I put you down. And now you have the full bed made up. Still got a couple of like wing cushions on the side there. And I've had a couple people who have talked about the possibility of taking out the back cushion when they're sleeping. And if you want to do that, you can, and it'll actually give you a little bit more headroom back there. So you've got that option, but it's still pretty cute. If you're not super, super tall like I am, then you might not need to do that. The curtains here, super cute, stylized curtains. Let me open them up for you. Again, I'm handicapping myself with one hand. Sorry. There we go. So these are real pretty. Really like them. These are actually not too dissimilar from the ones on the original European version. This design did come from a lady in London. New Camp brought her over. They worked on designing this Barefoot for about 3 years. Coming up over top here, you have some nice storage cubbies right here, running all the way back that length. More over here. Big old one by the door. Some little storage pockets here. You can see, like I said, your heat and AC are going to be ducted all the way around, so you'll see these little ducts all over the unit. Storage above your galley. Sliding doors right here. Going to keep your stuff all safe in there. There's another one of those ducts we talked about. Coming down to your main galley cooktop. Your sink actually does have a lid, so you can really maximize the amount of kitchen space or countertop space that you have here. And then your sink hardware is just going to come right up, hot up and cold down. Put that down when you don't need it. Over here is your 2-burner cooktop, propane. Very simple cooktop. I like that the grate is fully integrated so that you can use bigger pots and pans on there without worrying about it slipping all over the place. And then the butcher block countertop is a very nice touch too. That is going to follow through over here as well on your little side stand. Let's come down on my knees here. Storage underneath. Nice little decent cabinet storage. Coming opposite of that, underneath of your cooktop, you got one that basically mirrors it. Underneath of your sink, little slide out drawer, perfect for silverware, anything like that, cooking utensils. And then I love the hardware on these. Like, I wish other manufacturers would use these. So when you push it in, not only is it going to keep you from snagging your pants or anything on it and be out of the way, it actually locks your drawer or door up. So as you're traveling down the road, they're not going to come open. And when you need it, you push it, you pull it, you're good to go. Lock it back up. Here is your fridge. Little fridge for a little tiny unit. You got a little bit of freezer space up there as well. Let's have a look-see at the windows here, because the windows are actually one of my favorite parts of any new camp. I love the functionality of them. I love the blinds. They're just super easy and convenient to use. So you got 4 latches here. I've already opened them up. And this window is going to be double paned. All your windows here are double paned. And when you slide it out, it's actually on 3 small detents. So you push it out, it's going to stick there. Let's push it out one more. There's another click. So that's like medium open. And then let's go big open. And then that is fully open right there. And when you're ready to close her up, you just push her up a little bit more and she quite easily falls all the way right back down. Let's talk about the screen. So screen, you want to have your windows open and your door open? Well, we need a screen. There you go. Drop that down. You're going to get a lot of really good airflow, especially when you combine it with your 2-way max fan there. That is going to blow air in or out depending on whatever you need. So that's always nice to have. And let's say you want a little bit of privacy in here and you don't want anyone peeking around in here. Well, just pull up the privacy screen and all your windows are going to have that as well, with the exception of the main curtain window. So that's already kind of giving you the privacy that you need. And then the best part is you still want a little bit of airflow to get through. These two portions actually clasp in together so you can have partial screen, partial privacy to any degree that you so choose. And I just think that's such a cool feature. I love the new camp windows. Like I said, you've got the Aldi system in this. The small gray box right there is going to be the controller for that. Up above is your Elwell air conditioner that's going to keep you cool when you need it. Very simple control panel over here. You can turn your water pump on from inside here or actually outside in that Nautilus panel I showed you. And then very simple, easy displays to check your battery level, your fresh tank level. There is no black tank, obviously. And then check your gray tank level as well right there. It's all just super simple and don't have to mess with a bunch of panels and stuff. Last but not least, we're going to come in here to the bathroom, and my favorite part about this bathroom is the fact that it is in the rear of the trailer. So as you see with the toilet oriented east-west on the chassis, it's going to give you a lot of leg room right here. I'm 6'5", and that's one of the biggest problems I have with wet baths is I don't have the leg room to be able to sit down. I can fit in this quite nicely. Shower head's going to be up here too. Nice little corner bowl sink. And then you even have another window here too, which actually has a frosted glass to it. Or, well, it's not actually glass, but the window itself is frosted for privacy purposes. And if you want to crack it open and let some air out, you definitely can. You have some storage in the bathroom here too for your shampoo, conditioner, all that good stuff and whatnot. Another one down here. Also, that's going to be where you're going to fill up your Aldi fluid. So, like I said, that's hydronic heating, which is not dissimilar from radiant heating. Just rather than water going through a metal pipe, it is a chemical known as glycol. It's kind of like a thick syrupy chemical. It's going to run through lines that are ducted all the way around your unit. They go through heating condensers, and then fans blow that nice, warm, moist air out. So you're not going to wake up feeling super dried out, like you will have like with ceramic or a lot of forced air heaters. So that's the Aldi system is really cool. I wish other manufacturers would adopt that. Nice little tambour door to close the bathroom up for your privacy and shower purposes. And then coming over here, a little bit more storage. You have a table actually that can be set up underneath, right in the middle of where the sofa space is. It's very easy. There's a leg here that you're going to use. It goes down into the ground, you twist it in there, and you set the table on top, and you've got a dinette table. And then it easily has its own little storage space in here. Let me try to squeeze my phone in there. So you can see the leg is going to be stored in its own, and the table has its own storage up against the wall there too. A little bit of a closet rod to hang any hanging clothes, coats, anything like that you might have. And then a little bit more storage down here, right by the door again. And then this is one of the cute little features that New Camp likes to talk about. That is your wine rack right there. So 3-bottle wine rack. That's just about it for such a tiny camper. I know I have a way of going on too long and talking, so watch this video at your leisure. Watch it back. If you have any questions that you would like me to answer, if you want to see any of these things up a little bit closer, let me know and I can send you another video. So look forward to talking to you guys, and we'll see you definitely in a couple of weeks. May 19th, I got you on the calendar. Bye-bye.